Hey, everybody. Welcome to our Healthy Kids class. I am so excited to be here with you. And this is my sweet friend, Sandra. And Sandra, thank you so much for bringing us all together into your tribe to create the time and space to have this class with everybody.
Can I ask you a question real quick? Somebody just texted, how do I get on?
So we are live right now. So if they go to the Facebook group, they will be able to just see it right there in the group. We are live streaming as we speak.
Okay, so it's going to be the Facebook group that we did the class.
Yep.
Okay.
We are live in it right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So Sandra, do you have an experience with oils that you want to share with us?
Well, I used oils probably when I started teaching. I diffused it. I see you have some in the background. I diffused it. I also made a room spray. I also cleaned toys with it. I also used it, on myself to kind of some calming. I also use it on scarring when I had some skin cancer. So I've been using it. I'm probably not I'm definitely not as good as you, but I've kind of dabble with it, and I do kind of use it as kind of my first choice of medicine, rather than prescriptions and over the counter pills and that kind of thing.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for being here with us and for creating this space for us to do this class. I'm so excited to share with you guys. And we posted recently, actually, in this group, in this Facebook group, if you're watching us over there, that we have the handout for this class. So I don't want you guys to feel like you have to write everything down. A lot of this information is going to be there up in the handout for you. And Sandra, what I'll do is I'll mute you on your side, but you can unmute yourself if you want to chime in or anything like that.
Okay.
And we will kick off. For those that are new to me, I just wanted to introduce myself really quickly. I'm Dr. Laura Ricci. I have a doctorate in physical therapy. I'm a certified women's health and functional nutrition coach, a national board certified health and wellness coach, and I'm an essential oil educator, and this is my passion. So I love to empower people with natural remedies and tools that they can use. And I actually got into all of this through being really sick, and I went through a journey with being diagnosed with an extremely rare sarcoma called a desmoid tumor, and then being diagnosed with adult hip dysplasia and going through some major surgeries related to that, and then being diagnosed with Lyme disease. And that's what kind of brought me into the world of integrative medicine and holistic health and nutrition and all of these amazing tools. And I feel like essential oils are a tool. And this is a great time to talk about essential oils for kids because we're going back to school and we're talking about boosting their immune system and things that we can do to support ourselves as we transition into the fall and winter seasons. And it's nice to have tools to help us, and oils don't have to be overwhelming. And if those are new, anybody's new to the world of essential oils are basically part of the plant. So I think of them in simplistic terms as the immune system of the plant. Plants are carbon-based. We are carbon-based. A lot of pharmaceuticals are actually derived from the essential oils, and they are distilled in different ways, cold pressed or steam distilled, and they're from the different parts of the plant, like the stems, the seeds, the flowers, the petals, anything like that. And we have some people joining us on Facebook Live as well. Megan is watching. So if you guys have any questions too, feel free to comment and we can answer your questions. And Pamela is here. So as you guys have questions, let me know. And I would love to answer those as we go along too. That's the fun of the live classes, as we get to interact with one another. So we can use the oils to support our health and wellness, from things like sleep to uplifting a bad mood to even opening up airways for clear breathing and respiratory health, for any aches or discomfort, mental clarity, supporting digestion, boosting your immune function, soothing skin issues. All of those things can really help us to have these tools that are safe to use on our children. Rachel's here. Thank you guys so much for popping on. And there's actually a lot of research on essential oils and with kids. So one particular research study in 2010 showed that children who inhaled a mixture of essential oils had improved respiratory health. Another one from 2014 showed that diffusing lavender oil helps promote longer, sounder sleep. and it actually reduced post-surgical discomfort in children who had their tonsils removed. That was from another study in 2013. One in 2009 said that diffusing chamomile, so Roman chamomile oil, supported focus and decreased hyperactivity in teens who typically struggle in those areas. So there's a lot of nice things that we can do to help us. A 30-minute treatment actually with Melaleuca oil, which we'll talk about in a little bit more detail, actually talked about how it helps to support healthy scalp and defended against insects. That was a 2012 study. So, when we have our little scalp friends, hair friends that may come out when kids go back to school, or just boosting their immune system or helping them emotionally, these are so, so key. And with essential oils, quality really does matter. Hey, Rachel. Yes. You guys, please feel free, Megan and Pamela, Rachel, comment below. Let me know where you guys are from. And if you guys have any questions too, feel free to type in the chat and we will get to those as well for you. So this is really the fun and the joy. And I think it's really important to talk about quality and purity with our essential oils too, that not all essential oils are the same, especially when we're talking about using oils with our children or on babies or anything like that. Quality matters because essential oils are popping up just about everywhere. You can find them at Walmart, you can find them at Target. And unfortunately, there is no governing agency that's regulating the quality and the purity of an essential oil. So I like to kind of start with that because quality does matter and not all essential oils are created equally. So I'm going to do a quick screen share and show you guys what I am talking about because I feel like it's really, really important to have this information here. So we are going to talk about how to tell the difference between a fake oil and something that's actually pure, since there is no governing agency regulating that for us. Hi, Molly, welcome. So good to see you, and thank you for joining us. So we will let our technology load here for us, and if you guys can put up some hearts or likes, or let me know in the comments when you are seeing this, if it is sharing my screen. There's a little bit of a delay, but hopefully you guys are seeing this okay. So there's a difference between a fake oil and a therapeutic grade oil. And this is actually an essential oil that I picked up from Kohl's, and I took some pictures just to show you guys what I mean. So on the box here, this says it's 100% pure, it's natural, says it's going to help clear your head, do all of these awesome things, and that it's made in Germany. However, when we flip over the side, there's a lot of warning signs here that make me a little leery. So it talks about how it's flammable, how it causes skin irritation, eye damage, allergic skin reactions, fatal if swallowed or enters into the airways, how it's very toxic to aquatic life. It tells you to keep away from children and to not ingest or use during pregnancy. So, thank you, Pamela. I'm so glad that you're seeing that. Thanks for that feedback. So yeah, this is something, especially something that we would recognize as food, right? Like orange. We should be able to take that internally. And when we're seeing all these warning signs, especially when it says do not ingest, that lets me know that that's a fake oil. So this is not what we're talking about in this class. We are talking about a pure therapeutic grade essential oil to really see those results with this. So this, what we're looking at right here, is actually a synthetic fragrance, not a pure therapeutic grade oil. There's a big difference. Hey, Melissa, thanks for joining us. So a big way that you can tell, and something that I love about doTERRA oils, is they have a supplement fact right there on the bottle. So if you see that, you know that that means it's going to be safe for internal use, that you can use that. And especially when we're talking about using oils on our children, because what we apply topically on our skin gets absorbed into our bloodstream. Our skin is not a raincoat. What we put in there absorbs. So in my mind, if we can't take something internally, it makes me a little leery to put it on our skin or to even diffuse that. And there's a lot of great articles. You can even just Google synthetic fragrance is the new secondhand smoke, and how these artificial and synthetic fragrances are actually harmful to our hormones, our endocrine system, our immune system, lots of things like that. Yeah, definitely, Rachel, not to worry. This replay will be up and you can catch it whenever it works for you. Have a great evening. But yeah, there's a big, big difference with all of these things. So I feel like it's really important that we talk about that. And I like to highlight that for us. And something that I really love is doTERRA's full transparency. So doTERRA is the oils that I know, love, and trust after doing a lot of research. They're the ones that I use to support my health and wellness along my journey. And they have this really amazing website called Source to You. And what's really cool about Source to You, and you guys can you can read more about the specifics of the growers, the distilleries, the scientists, the practitioners. doTERRA is actually bridging the gap with integrative healthcare with that and bringing in more doctors and scientists and essential oils into this world. But you can tell that these oils are pure, and there's no other essential oil company in the world that's actually doing this with the purity of their oils. So as an example, you can actually check out quality reports, and I can show you really quickly here. And you can enter in your ID number. This is one actually for my bottle of frankincense. So on the bottom of your bottle of frankincense or any of the essential oils that you get from doTERRA, there's a code, and you can actually enter that code in, and it even gives you some information about understanding your results, but you can see the results for your batch of oil, which is really huge. The other thing I love about doTERRA is that the oils are sourced from where the plants thrive, because when it comes to essential oils and getting a therapeutic grade, something that's actually going to work for you, it's all about the chemistry. So you can actually see your results right here, and you can see all of the different compounds and what's in your oil. And here at the very bottom, it says the analysis of this frankincense was revealed no contaminants or adulteration. So that's really huge. And this was tested by a third-party lab, this Aromatic Plant Research Center. So this is a really big thing. And I think it's really important for me to explain the difference and that we're talking about, because especially with kids, especially when we're using these in our health and wellness journey, anything like that, it's really, really important that the essential oils that we're using are pure and safe and unadulterated, and they don't have any contaminants or anything like that. So I always like to start there. That's a big, big difference. So please don't expect to get the same results by purchasing an essential oil from the health food store or Walmart or any of those things. Really do your due diligence and read labels carefully, because quality really matters. Just like with our supplements and with our food, it's the same thing here. So there are a couple oils that are my favorite to use with kids. And the first is actually lavender. So lavender is also often known as the gateway oil. It is very calming. It helps with restful sleep. It helps with any type of discomfort, any irritated skin. So you can put it on bug bites, or maybe your child was out in the sun for too long, and you can use this. Very, very soothing, very calming for so many things. We use it for a ton of stuff. It's one of the oils that I never like to be without, because you can just use it for so many things to support you with this. The next one is actually lemon. And lemon is an oil that helps to clear airways for easier breathing. So especially when we go into fall and winter time, you can diffuse it, and we'll talk about the different ways to use these. And I like to think of lemon as a natural goo gone. So if your kids get gum in their hair, if they have anything sticky, maybe you need to take gum out, or stickers or crayon or markers or something like that, lemon is really good. So if you have little ones, this is a really, really great one to have on hand and use to support you. The mints are also really awesome. Spearmint particularly. The mints are very energizing, they're very uplifting, and they're really great for supporting digestive systems. So upset stomach, again, to clear that breathing and that respiratory system. Great for an energy boost, or also very cooling. So especially if your little one has a high body temperature and you're trying to bring that down, spearmint, peppermint, those are going to be really nice ones that you could use and have on hand. Frankincense. Many of us may have heard of frankincense. It's also known as the baby Jesus oil. It was given to the Christ child, and it's the king of oils. It's a really, really amazing oil, very calming, great to help with any irritated skin, great to help boost your immune system, and also help with clear breathing. And you'll see that there's some overlap between the oils, that they can do several things, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But frankincense is a really, really nice oil. It's an enhancer oil, which means that you can add it to essential oils, and it'll help to bring out those properties and give it a little bit of a boost, which is really nice. And then last but not least, in our top 5, and there's so many, guys, there's so many essential oils, but Melaleuca is tea tree oil. And this is a really cleansing oil. So for cuts, for scrapes, for wounds, you can put that on to cleanse and help support. Really great for supporting your immune system. Great, say maybe you have a little scratchy throat, you could put that on. Also for any ear discomfort, if you have little ones that are struggling with that, melaleuca and lavender actually for that work very, very nicely. And those are some great staples to have on hand to support you. So you can use essential oils for children in 3 different ways. One is aromatically, so that is inhaling or diffusing. And aromatic use is going to be the best for respiratory support, emotional support. It also helps to boost the immune system. So something really simple, for example, something like lavender, which is very calming, you can just inhale right out of the bottle. And it's amazing how that works. When we inhale an oil, it goes up into the olfactory system. It goes into our limbic system, which houses all of our memories. And it's basically a direct link into the central nervous system. So this is why you can smell something and it'll take you back to a memory. Maybe it reminds you of your grandmother or something. And this is how we can really use this to support us emotionally very quickly. Another thing you can do is just having a diffuser on hand. So besides just inhaling right out of the bottle, which is one of my favorite things to do. So if you're feeling stressed too, as a mom, you could have that on hand or just hold that up for your kids and they can inhale when they need to, is having a diffuser on hand. So, oh, I just pulled it right out. There we go. That cord doesn't stretch so far. So a diffuser is really nice to cleanse and purify the air, especially when we're talking about all those harmful things that are in the air, like Lysol sprays or Glade plugins or things like that, that can be really hard on our immune system. This is a great option to freshen your home, make it smell really good, but also to boost your immune system and give you some health benefits with this. So I love using a diffuser. We diffuse pretty much 24/7 around here to help and support us. And it's very simple. We have just a water-based diffuser and you add a couple drops of essential oil, and that's something that's great. So say it's bedtime, you can put some lavender in here, maybe a little bit of frankincense. It's very calming. It can help your little one go to sleep. Say you need some immune boost, you could do frankincense and melaleuca, or we have a blend called On Guard that's really great for boosting your immune system during the winter time, during the fall and season. So it can help your home to smell really amazing, but also give you a lot of health benefits too with that aromatic use. And then we have topical use. So topical use is applying the essential oils to the skin. Now, my recommendation is that we always dilute using a carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil, but really anything like almond oil, olive oil, something that is pure. And you can just do 1 drop of an essential oil is usually enough on the skin to support you. So a little goes a long ways. They're very concentrated. Oils are about 50 to 70 times more potent than herbs. So less is more, and always diluting with our little ones is really important. So for topical, it can be put it where it hurts. So if you have areas of irritation or discomfort, or you're looking for an immune boost, or you can even do a massage on your little ones. And bottoms of the feet are a great place to apply essential oils for kids. We have some large pores there on the bottoms of the feet that allow for quick absorption. So you can do that. So typically, 1 drop, and maybe start with a teaspoon of a carrier oil. That works really, really nicely. And you can have that on hand. And I like to teach our oilers how to make roller bottles. So this is actually from the Root and Petal. And what I love about her roller bottles, you can find them on Amazon, is this roller is glass. A lot of the ones that you see on the market are plastic and they stretch out over time and they can leak. And these ones do not. They're very high quality. And then I like to show a dilution guide based off of age. So what we'll do is I will share my screen with you and we can take a look at this together. And I will show you my kind of personal recommendations of things that work really, really nicely when using your essential oils, because I like to keep things simple. I think it's really important to keep things simple, especially with essential oils. And because, coming to the world of essential oils, it can be a little bit like learning a new language, right? But once you get the hang of it, it's actually quite simple. And when people get started with oils, they're like, really, that's it? I'm like, yep, that is it. We keep it super simple around here. So this is a dilution guide based off of age here. This is actually from our Facebook group. So when people get started with the oils, we plug them into a private Facebook group for continued education support. We teach regular classes there. But this is a nice one that you can quickly look and see what is the age and then the amount of drops with that. Now, this is a guide. I like to share this. So I do believe in bioindividuality. I do believe that everybody is a little bit different there in how they respond to the oils. So I start with less, and you can always increase. So this shows you here 0 to 3 months is 1 drop. And then 3 to 24 months, you can do 2 drops. This is in a 10 ml roller. And you would just top the rest with your fractionated coconut oil or your carrier oil with that. For 2 to 12 is 5 drops. And then for 12 and up, that's where we kind of consider an adult. You can do 10 drops of an essential oil. Again, it's just a guide. So I have some new mamas, they may start with 1 drop of essential oil for their little ones. And if you're not getting the results, you can add more. So add 1 more drop and see how you do. Less is more with that. It's easier to add than it is to take away. So that is my real great guideline there. And you guys can screenshot this. You can have this as a tool and as a resource too. And then another thing that I like to do is we can show you some internal use guides. So this is an internal use guideline with essential oils. Now, I typically would not recommend internal use with an essential oil until age 6. That is typically what is recommended. And even with that, it's just 1 to 2 drops. A little goes a long ways with this, guys. Now, when taking essential oils internally, you want to make sure that you're drinking out of glass or stainless steel or ceramic, never plastic. And that's a good tip in general. We want to be avoiding the plastic and the endocrine disruptors and the BPA that's there. But that's a little safety tip for you too. And again, it's different for everybody. So I've had some mamas in our oils family that their little ones needed support. And, her 2-year-old took an oil internally when she needed to help with health and wellness. So I always tell people, if you don't have peace about something, don't do it. But again, you're going to look at your bottle of oil and make sure that you see a supplement fact there, but typically 6 and up for that. If your child doesn't like the taste of an essential oil, there are actually little veggie caps that you can add the oil to that if they're okay with swallowing pills. But this could be something like for, 6 and up, adding a drop of lemon, which tastes really good in water, or wild orange, and you're boosting their immune system, has a lot of antioxidants. So that's things too with that. But this is just a nice guide that you can use to support you and help you with that along your oil journey. And then something that I forgot to mention, but with diffusing actually creates this microfine mist, so that you see here in the diffuser. And this provides a lot of health benefits. So it makes your house smell amazing. It doesn't have any of those harmful fragrances or chemicals. So for bedtime, lavender, frankincense, like we talked about, if you just want to freshen up a room, lemon is a really, really nice one, or spearmint or peppermint is nice. If you're feeling a little under the weather, maybe your little ones, maybe something's going around the school, lemon, melaleuca, frankincense, these are all wonderful. You can do them one at a time or combine them and to make a really nice scent. Or if you just want something that's calm and happy, I love lavender and frankincense, or even wild orange. Like, these are all really, really nice ones to have on hand and that you can use to support you. So lots of recommendations for different age groups. And you can see kind of what your child likes. I love to add the kids in and let them smell the oils. And kids are so intuitive with the oils, and getting them involved is really, really amazing. And again, always dilute. I like to always recommend diluting essential oils in general for adults and for kids. And that's why I love making roller bottles and teaching people how to do that. Because one, it actually allows for maximum absorption. When you use a carrier oil, it's going to be fully absorbed into the skin. Whereas if you don't use a carrier oil, about half of that's going to be evaporated and half be absorbed. Plus, it's really convenient. Your kids can pop this into their backpack, take it with them to school, use things to support them. So something that I want to show you guys too, if I share my screen in the handout, and this is a handout that we posted in our Facebook group, so you guys can download this. You can have this on hand. This is from Share Oils. It's a great, great tool. And this is a nice one that you guys can see here. So for anxiousness, for bad dreams or bad mood, there's lots of different things here listed that can support you with the essential oils. One in particular, I really love lavender melaleuca for any type of ear discomfort. Melaleuca or lemon is really good for scratchy throat. So especially as we go into winter time, these are really nice things to have on hand. Any type of skin irritation, any redness, any irritation or discomfort, Melaleuca and lavender are very, very soothing. So this is where, based off of that age dilution chart that I showed you, you can make a roller and just apply that right where you need to. The only places that you would not apply your essential oils is we never want to put them in the eyes and we never want to put them inside the ear. Okay. So if there was ear discomfort, we would go around the ear, but we never want to drop the essential oils directly into the ear. Again, they're very, very concentrated with that. And if any type of irritation happens with the essential oil, what you do is you just grab your carrier oil and you add more carrier oil. So water and oils don't mix, but we would just add that carrier oil right to that and it's going to help. This has happened to all of us at some point in time, right? Where maybe we put peppermint on our hands and we forgot to wash our hands really good and we touched near our eye. So if that happens again, just get your carrier oil and go around the eye and that will draw that out. But the oils are very, very safe, especially when you're using a therapeutic grade oil, a pure oil. You can really tell a difference with that. And it makes a big, big difference when using it and how you're feeling and getting really consistent results, because that's what we're after, right? If we've got a situation, we want to be empowered and have tools to help us take care of it right away, which is nice. So wanted to show you one more thing. There's a whole list of roller remedies. So you now have some tools and some recommendations. So maybe you've got a little one that those teeth are coming in and it's causing some discomfort. You could whip up a little roller bottle of lavender and Roman chamomile and use what you got. If you have lavender, use that. But things to help with sleep, things to help with upset tummy. Peppermint's really great for that. Lavender's really great for that. Even for studying, you know, when your kids get home from school, you could diffuse some peppermint and frankincense and lemon or orange or rosemary, any of those. So see what they like, see what resonates with them, and they could have a special blend to either apply. Spine is a great place. So spine and bottoms of the feet for kids is awesome. For an example, if there was a upset tummy, you just roll right to the tummy. If it's for sleep, you can roll right to the feet, to the chest, to the spine. And something that would be really nice to do is just support their immune system. A lot of times people come to the world of essential oils reactively, right? Somebody's under the weather, something happened. But it's also really important to remember that we can use our oils proactively and have those on hand. So you could do a drop of Melaleuca and frankincense and make that into a roller bottle and just roll that on the bottoms of their feet every day to support their health and wellness, especially, you know, when we're going to schools and there's little invaders and bugs and things and kids come into contact with this. This is a great way to be proactive, especially with back to school with them. And we talked about the ears, that we want to apply around the ear. You can go behind the ears and around, and even down the neck is all really, really good ones. And then calming. Lavender, again, I love for calming. Wild orange is very calming. Lots and lots of options. So we are really just scratching the surface of essential oils with this, guys. There's so much, and that's why we have a group for our oilers with continued education and support that we pour into people, because that's really powerful to have tools and things to support you. So let me know if you guys have any questions so far about anything that we talked about. Comment below, type those in. I would love to help and serve you with that. And super excited about back to school. I can't believe that August is here and back to school is just right around the corner. And while we're waiting to see if anybody has any comments or questions, I will show you really quickly a little bit about how to get started with oils, because that is usually the next question. Because again, we talked about there is a big difference, and because there's no governing agency regulating that, we want to make sure that the oils are pure. So I would not recommend doing this with oils from Walmart or the health food store or anything like that. You really want to make sure that your essential oils are pure. So the way that doTERRA is actually set up is it's like a Sam's or a Costco, where it's $35 and you have access to the wholesale prices. But the most economical way to save is actually if you get started with a starter kit, and that waives that $35 fee. So as an example, when you bundle, you save. And there are two of our most popular starter kits. There is the Home Essentials Kit and the Family Essentials Kit. So these have the top 10 oils, and we talked about a lot of them in this class. They both have frankincense, they both have lemon, they have melaleuca, or that tea tree oil, they have lavender, they have peppermint. These are all oils that we mentioned that are really, really great to have on hand with this. And they also have a couple other ones. So let me briefly kind of talk to you about these other oils here. So there is On Guard. That's the protective blend. We say it smells like Christmas, cleans like bleach. It is a very nice one to have on hand to just boost and support the immune system as well. Oregano. This is a really great oil to support you for your immune system. It tastes amazing in sauces. You can add a drop there, but really, really great for that immune system boost. It's a warming oil, so you always, always, always want to dilute. But especially for aches, maybe muscle aches, joint aches, things like that, you could use your oregano diluted. There's Deep Blue. Deep Blue is the all things pain. So if you were having even growing pains for kiddos, if they're having that in their legs or anything, that's a nice one to use. And then Digesten. That's the all things tummy. So if you're having upset tummy, maybe car sickness, travel sickness, that is a really, really nice one to have on hand to use to support you too. Okay, so Pam asks, best for allergies. My son only has problems 1 month a year. Oh goodness, with oak trees bloom, but he gets full body itchy rash. Nothing helps. Oh my gosh. Okay, yes. So things to help with that, with those environmental threats, those seasonal threats, you can actually, and Pam, let me know how old your son is too. We can kind of come up with some solutions for you. But lemon, lavender, and peppermint, that combo is really, really great to help with seasonal threats and environmental threats. So depending on his age, you can maybe do a drop of each of those in a little glass of water or in a little bit of honey. You know, if he's 6 and up, and he can take that internally. If he's under 6, you could whip up a roller of peppermint, lavender, and lemon, and you could roll that on his chest, bottoms of the feet, and along the spine. Breathe, which is actually in this here. So Breathe is a respiratory blend. That is a nice one to diffuse. So Breathe really helps to open up those airways, get things going. And then the other one that I really like that is in this is Digesten. And Digesten really, really helps to support with those things too. It actually opens up the sinuses. And oftentimes when we are having those issues, it goes back to the gut and can be very like mucus forming and things. He'll be 6 next bloom. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. So there's definitely some things that we can do to support him. And Digesten. So even rolling that over the tummy, believe it or not, can really help with those things. And so several oils, but I really love for those specifically the lemon, lavender, peppermint, the Breathe oil, diffusing that to kind of get that going, and then the Digesten over the tummy. And those help a lot because usually when things are starting to surface on the skin, right, with the redness and the irritation, it's usually kind of going back to the gut too. So we can definitely do some things to help and support as well with that. There's lots of awesome ones. And these are kind of the two options. And I love about 80% of our health and wellness concerns can be taken care of with one of the oils in this top 10. So Home Essentials. This kit is $275. It's the oils in the big bottles. So there's about 250 drops in each bottle. This is going to last you a really long time, considering that 1 to 2 drops will do you with a specific issue that you're working on. It does come with a diffuser. It's this petal diffuser right here. So this is really nice to cleanse and purify the air to have on hand, especially if you want to diffuse in the bedroom or maybe in the office or the living room, wherever those kids are doing their homework, things like that with back to school. The other option, and just to kind of put this in perspective, a full-size bottle of frankincense is actually $93 retail value. And retail value for the petal diffuser is around $65. So the fact that it's bundled with all those oils is a really, really great place to start. The Family Essentials kit is the other option. It's also very popular. This kit is $150. It's the same top 10 oils that we have in the bigger kit. They're just in smaller bottles and there's no diffuser. So the difference is, and actually let me see if I can go back to me for just a second so I can show you a difference in the size of the bottles that we have here. So as an example, this is a 15 ml bottle. So this is in the big kit. the Home Essentials kit. There's about 250 drops in each bottle. This one is a 5 ml bottle, and there's about 80 to 85 drops in each bottle with this one. So the big kit has these big 15 ml bottles, 250 drops. The little kit has the smaller one that's got about 80 to 85 drops in there. So depending on what you need, that's what that looks like and kind of the difference there. So I think of this kit, this is a smaller kit, as a really great sample kit because it has the top 10 oils in the smaller bottles. You can try them out. You can see what resonates with you. It's a nice one to have on hand for that. And that one's $150. So actually just for the month of August, doTERRA always does kind of a promo or special for us. Just this month, this is really cool with any 200 PV orders. So what that would look like is actually if you got the Home Essentials kit, or if you got a Family Essentials kit and you added a couple things to that, and we could always hop on a call and I could go over your specific health and wellness goals and needs, you would actually get these 2 oils for free. So these are oils that are actually from Australia and New Zealand, and they've never been released for us to purchase in the States before. So this is really exciting. And Litsia is actually very similar. I kind of think of it, there's an oil that we have called Melissa, and it's similar to frankincense. It's really great for all the things, great to support your immune system. It really helps with the skin. So to cleanse and purify the skin, it's really powerful. It's a big antioxidant. So something that you could use for promoting that, back to school health and boosting your immune system. Manuka, some of you guys have heard of Manuka honey. So Manuka honey has some really amazing properties. I'd actually just have you Google Manuka honey health properties and you'll read some really, really awesome stuff there. But this is another one. Emotionally, it helps to promote courage and inner strength. So that can be a nice one, especially with the kids going back to school, to help boost them from an emotional perspective. But it's also one that has a lot of health benefits, great for the immune system. Again, I think of it very similar to frankincense, both of these, in supporting lots of different systems. So that's kind of a goodie that you get. As a thank you for being here on the class or for catching the replay for the next 48 hours. If anybody wanted to get started, reach out to me and I would love to help and support you. And I have a really fun welcome kit bundle that I'm going to give you some tools, some resources, some things to get you going so that you have everything that you need to get started and get you going on this essential oil journey as a thank you. I love to help and serve, but the education is awesome. But if we're not actually putting that into action, it's not serving us, right? So it's nice to kind of have these tools to help you. This is my contact information. So I have a website here. I do virtual health coaching services with people, and then I work with people supporting them with the essential oils. That's my email. If you have questions, if you want to reach out, please shoot me an email. I would love to help and serve. This is my Facebook page. So I post a lot of education about essential oils, how to use them. I'm on all the things, right? Instagram, Periscope, Pinterest, if you want to follow me there. You can find me on YouTube. I actually have over 350 videos on health and wellness and how to use the essential oils. So lots of resources available for you. And then I have a group. You can click on that link there. You can go there, or you just search Learning with Dr. Laura. And I teach a virtual class once a month that we have on different topics. So you can screenshot that there. That's all my information on how to reach out or find me in all the places. This month, the virtual class is actually going to be Friday, and it's all about essential oils for aches and discomfort. And we're going to really talk about things to support us with that, which is really powerful. So it's been such a pleasure, such a joy to be here, connect with you. I love that through the power of technology, we can reach out to each other and connect in all of these different ways. Let me know if you have any other questions. Pamela, if you have any other follow-up questions, or Michelle or Sandra or anybody else here, or if you're catching the replay, just comment below with your comment, question, anything, and reach out. And I'd love to help and serve you. But yeah, this class replay will be up here in our group for the next 48 hours. So until Wednesday, August 8th at 7 p.m. Central Time, then it'll come down. But make sure that you can follow me in those other groups too. But I would love to help and serve. And also, if you have some specific health and wellness questions or needs, maybe you don't feel comfortable commenting or posting below, reach out to me in a private message. And I would love to help and serve. We can hop on a call. We can answer those really to make the best recommendations specifically for you and your health needs. But essential oils, they're a tool. They're a powerful, powerful tool. And for me, I actually came to the world of essential oils for physical support. I was having a lot of aches and discomfort and hurting and not feeling well. And the essential oils worked beautifully for me. And I was one of those skeptical people with my background of being a physical therapist. I had to see the research, and there's actually a lot of research on essential oils. And then it's actually become the emotional piece that has been my favorite way to use the oils. It's a tool. Do I think that essential oils are a magic bullet? No, I don't. I don't think there is such thing as a magic bullet. If there is, send it to me, reach out to me. But they're a tool to help us on our health and wellness journey and empower us, and especially for our kids. I love that we have natural solutions and natural remedies. Especially, it's very empowering as a mom to have tools when your little one doesn't feel good that you can just reach for and use right away. And I'm not saying don't take your kid to the doctor. There's a time and place to go to the doctor, but it's nice to have some things to start with. And I know I've seen such a difference in my own life, and the oils are really, really incredible. They're such an amazing gift. And Sandra, do you have anything to add? Anything to share?
I think you covered it all.
Okay. Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you for hosting the class. It was very educational.
Oh, it's my joy. It's my pleasure to teach. You know, I tell people, and that's a big difference, and that's actually why I call myself an essential oil educator, is it's nice to have somebody to help you. And so when people get started with these oils, you know, reach out to me. I'd love to help you. I can help you get them. We set up a virtual call just like this over Zoom. I teach you exactly how to use your oils, how to get your diffuser going, how to make roller bottle blends and things. And so that you feel very supported with doing that. And we plug you into, we have a private Facebook group just for our oils family for continued education and support, and to have a place to ask questions, because that's what it's all about. If people don't feel supported or confident using their oils, they're going to sit in a box. And I promise you, we're not going to let that happen. We really are a community and a family with that. So thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for taking time out of your evening to be here with us. Again, the replay will be up for the next 48 hours. For the next 48 hours, if anybody wants to get started, I will throw in a really cool welcome bundle with lots of resources and tools and education and things to get you going, so you have everything you need to get started on your oil journey. Reach out if I can be of any help or service, or if you have questions. And have a great rest of your evening, everybody. Take care, and thanks for being here. Bye.